guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Today's video is going to be my current makeup routine. I actually surprisingly get a lot of requests for what my makeup routine is, and I do switch it up quite often, but here is my current makeup routine for winter. This is like every day, going to school, hanging out with friends, like church, everything. I pretty much do the same routine. If I do want to step it up a notch, I'll normally just do like some more eyeshadow and maybe some fake lashes if I'm feeling really fancy, but this is pretty much like the only makeup routine I ever wear. Also, I do have a mirror right here, so if you see me looking over here, it's because there's a mirror, just in case you're wondering. Okay, first thing is a little bit of skincare. I use the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. This is just like a super thick moisturizer. I love it. So I just put this on my face, but I don't rub it in yet. Also, my skin is breaking out a little bit right now. But anyway, then I add these two things to my base. I add the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade Deep Glow. So these are basically just like a bronzing drop kind of thing. And I really only do this during winter to kind of give my face some color because I'm super pale and all the color like drains out of my skin when it becomes winter. So that just adds some glow and just like makes me look more alive. And then I add this, which is like one of my favorites, but I think it actually makes me break out a little bit, so I might have to find a replacement. But it's the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Wow Glow. It's a dupe for the Supergoop Glow Screen. It's basically just a sunscreen with like some glow in it. And it also says that it's a makeup primer, but I haven't really noticed any makeup priming abilities in this. Then after I have those three products on my face, I just rub it all in. I have like combination skin. Some parts of my face are really oily and some parts are really dry. So I just love using a super thick moisturizer because it hydrates the parts that it needs to, but it doesn't really make like the oily parts of my skin any oilier. Okay, so after that is rubbed in, I'll go on to the next step, which is brows. I use the e.l.f. Laminating Brow Gel. It has like a really cool applicator part, but I actually don't really use this part anymore because when you use that little attachment, it makes it look very laminated. And I used to like that look, but now I more so just use like the main applicator and just run that through my eyebrows. What I'll do is I'll like put the product on my brows and just kind of like brush it backwards and forwards just to get the product onto my brows. But I won't actually style them yet. I'll let it like dry down a little bit before I actually put my brows in place. Also, I always apply some sort of lip balm. These are just the ones that are sitting on my desk. I love lip balm. So either like Aquaphor, this is the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm, or Carmex. I always have lip balm on my lips. So I normally do this at the beginning of my routine. Just by the time I get to the end, then I can add like my lip liner and lip gloss. Anyways, while my brows are drying down, I add concealer. This is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, and this is in the shade Fair, and I put it on like the back of my hand, like literally just the tiniest little bit, and then I use my finger and I do a little bit under my eyes and then on any like blemishes. Before I blend it out, I'll do my brows. That way it gives my concealer a little bit of time to set, because if you let it dry down a little, it'll have a little more coverage. So I like run the product through my brows, then wait for it to dry down while I put on my concealer, and then wait for my concealer to dry down while I brush out my brows, and then I blend my concealer. You like go back and forth. So then again, I use just the applicator brush on this thing, and then I just run it through my brows one more time, and now my brows will like stay in place a lot better because I let them dry down a little bit with the product, and then I can just like brush them out and put them into the position that I want them. Anyways, now that my brows are done, I can use the brush and just blend in my concealer. I have no idea where this brush is from. I'm pretty sure I got it when I had my Ipsy like monthly makeup subscription, because they used to give brushes all the time, and I really like this brush a lot actually. And I just dab up and down. Don't like swipe it all over the place or else it'll lose its coverage. Okay, now that that's done, it's time for blush. For blush, I actually mix two products. I use the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy, and then I add a little bit of the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Glow Armor Glow Boosting Drops. That's a really long name for no reason. They're basically like a liquid highlighter. So I have to like wipe this applicator off or else it'll be too much. Do you guys see that? It made like a circle. So I just do like one dot on each side, and then I'll do one dot of this. This stuff though like doesn't come out of the applicator very well, so I just kind of dab the applicator on there just to get a little bit of that on my face. And then I use like this angled like dense brush, and I just like mix them together and just blend them out. I switch up like the placement of blush on my face constantly. Sometimes I'll go up a little higher, sometimes I'll do like a little sunburn kind of look like over my nose. I truly switch it up constantly, but today I'm just kind of keeping it like in this general area, nothing like too specific. I kind of just go all over the place, and then after it's all like blended in, whatever's left on my brush, I'll just like put it on my chin and on my forehead. This side looks like it has way more. It could just be the lighting in my camera because this side's lit up more. So just ignore that. So that's it for cream products. So now I'll use some powder. This is the Beauty Creations just like translucent powder. And I only keep like 2 of the holes open and then just tap some out. And then I just take a little powder puff and like scrape it off so that not a lot of powder comes off. And I just go underneath my eyes, and then I do my forehead and my chin because those are the spots that get the oiliest. And then whatever's left on my powder puff, I'll just do like on my cheeks. Next up is powder products, and I start off with bronzer. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow To Go palette, and I just use this bronzer right here. And this used to have like the rest of the brush, but it literally fell off. But honestly, it's easier to use this way, so I don't really care. And I just take the bronzer, dust it off a little, and then just do like my cheeks and my forehead. I'm not very precise with it. This is just, again, to add some more color to my face. And then I'll do like my chin and my nose a little bit. Then I'll take just like a super fluffy eyeshadow brush and take that same bronzer and then just put that on my eyelids just to kind of bring everything together and add, again, more color to my face. Alright, that's it for bronzer. Now for powder blush, I use this one by Eco Fabulous. It's like a really pretty peachy pink with like gold shimmer in it. And then this is just the kind of brush I use. I don't know if it's the right kind, but it's the one I use. And I just put this everywhere. And I do have blush blindness, so I definitely add too much, but I don't really care. And then depending on the day, sometimes I'll take that eyeshadow brush. I'll take this eyeshadow brush and like just put some of that on my eyelids too with the bronzer, just to, I don't know, make it a little more pinky instead of just brown. Now, if I am doing a fancier makeup look, I'll normally go for this palette, which is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. Or like my go-to is this one. I got this as a Christmas gift last year, but it's the Morphe 35 TE Tease the Season palette. And it's just filled with like a bunch of nude colors. I absolutely love it. And pretty much use this every single time I do eyeshadow. I just normally use bronzer for day-to-day stuff. Then I've only started doing this recently, and I only do it sometimes, but today I feel like doing it. I use the Profusion Cosmetics waterproof black eyeliner and just do this on my waterline on the top and on the bottom, but I need to bring my mirror close so I don't stab myself in the eye. Now time for mascara. For a lash curler, I just use the e.l.f. one. I also have like the e.l.f. Pro lash curler, and then this is the regular one. I like this one so much more because it has like the rubber here and I don't feel like my fingers are gonna slip. With normal ones like this, I have a constant fear of like when I'm clamped down on my lashes that my finger's gonna slip and I'm gonna rip out all my eyelashes. This one doesn't give me that fear because it's rubber, but I broke this one. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Then for mascara, recently I've just been using one, which is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara. And I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit Roller Lash, and this one's only $6, so it's super, super cheap, super, super affordable, and I really like it. It's definitely very lengthening. If I do have the time, I'll spend a little bit more time on my lashes, and I'll use the Rare Beauty, like, volumizing mascara as well. Why isn't it focusing? I'll use this one, which is the Rare Beauty volumizing. So I'll use this one first and then this second. So I do have time today, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, I definitely got some on my eyelids, but this mascara is genuinely so good, but I do like to layer it. So I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit and then add the e.l.f. one. Oh, ow, did you guys hear my back crack? That hurt. I'll use the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. And if you saw, the Rare Beauty had a really like fluffy brush. This one is like very straight and just helps lengthen the lashes. So I'll just add a quick layer of this, and then I also use the e.l.f. one on my lower lashes. Then I'll just take my lash separator and just go through like 1 or 2 times, nothing crazy, just to make sure there aren't any major clumps. And then once like the mascara is dry on my eyelids, I'll just take a spoolie. This is an old eyebrow pencil, and I just take the spoolie and brush over the spots that had mascara, and it literally takes it right off without taking off the eyeshadow underneath. Okay, so that's literally it. Because I filmed me doing my makeup, it took about 20 minutes, but normally it only takes me about 10 in the mornings. Ignore my hair, I didn't do it today. Okay, there you go. Now you can see it a little bit better, but this is what it looks like, just super natural. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so, so much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Tune in tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 3. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful and blessed night. Bye, guys.